You're looking for a mobility scooter that actually fits into the rhythm of everyday life. Something you can rely on for the grocery run, the weekly doctor's visit, or a quick trip to the park without feeling like you've added a clunky piece of equipment to your routine. You don't want a glossy spec sheet. You want a device that's easy to store, simple to drive, and worth every dollar you spend. That hesitation, the worry that you might end up with a scooter that's too heavy to lift into the trunk, won't hold your weight, or runs out of juice halfway through the day, is what most buyers feel before they click Add to Cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The PAISEEC S3 is positioned as a lightweight, two-step folding scooter that promises a 25-mile range and an all-terrain feel, all while staying under a 300-pound capacity limit. The first thing I thought about was the daily logistics of owning a scooter. For many seniors, the biggest friction point is storage. A bulky frame can dominate a garage or become a nightmare when you need to pop it in the back of a sedan for a weekend getaway. The S3's patented two-step folding mechanism actually reduces the folded footprint to something you could slide into a standard car trunk. And because it's marketed as easy to put in trunks, it seems designed with that exact scenario in mind. In real life, that means you could drive to a nearby mall, park in a regular spot, and still have room for a few shopping bags without needing a van. If you're the type who lives in a one-story home with a small driveway, the S3's portability is a genuine strength. You can fold it, roll it into the garage, and store it upright without a special stand. That convenience translates into less mental load. You're not constantly worrying about where the scooter lives when you're not using it. On the flip side, the folding mechanism adds a few moving parts, and while the marketing emphasizes patented durability, any foldable system will, over time, need occasional tightening of hinges. If you're someone who prefers a solid, non-folding frame because you park it in the same spot every day, you might find the extra step of unfolding a minor inconvenience. Range is another hot topic. A 25-mile advertised range sounds generous, but it's helpful to translate that into a typical day. For most seniors, a grocery trip, a visit to the post office, and a quick coffee run might total around 46 miles, leaving plenty of buffer. Even a longer outing, say a trip to a nearby park and back, usually stays under 10 miles. In those scenarios, the S3's 250-watt brushless motor should comfortably cover the distance without forcing you to hunt down a charging station midday. The real test comes when you push the scooter uphill or on uneven pavement. The all-terrain comfort claims suggest the tires and suspension can handle a mix of sidewalk cracks and gentle gravel paths. In practice, that means you won't feel every pothole on a suburban street, but you probably won't be conquering a steep hill at a golf course either. If you live in a hilly neighborhood or need to tackle rougher trails, you might need a more rugged model with a higher capacity motor. Weight capacity is listed at 300 pounds, which comfortably covers most seniors and even a few larger users. That limit also influences the scooter's stability when you're turning or navigating tighter corners. The AI Auto Speed Control is a safety-focused feature that moderates the top speed based on terrain and load, so you won't unintentionally surge forward on a downhill slope. For someone who is nervous about sudden acceleration, that technology can feel reassuring. However, the trade-off is a modest top speed. The scooter isn't built for rapid travel, but rather for a controlled, safe pace. If you're looking for a device that can keep up with a brisk walker or jogger, the S3 will feel deliberately slower. Let's talk about the user experience of getting on and off. The seat height and footrest placement on the S3 are designed for elderly ergonomics, meaning the platform isn't too high, and the controls are within easy reach. In everyday use, that translates to a smoother transition from chair to scooter, especially for those with limited hip flexibility. The handlebar offers a personalized comfort adjustment, so you can tilt it to suit your arm length. I've seen many reviews where users complain about a one-size-fits-all handle, but the S3 seems to have addressed that by allowing a bit of fine-tuning. Still, the seat padding is relatively thin compared to high-end models that invest in memory foam. You'll feel the difference on longer rides, so if you plan to use the scooter for extended outings, you might want to bring a small cushion. Who should consider the PAISEEC S3? If you're a senior who values portability above all, you travel often, need a scooter that fits in a car trunk, and your daily routes stay within a modest distance, this model aligns well with.